this is Tony Papajohn from MoneyMindWorks.com. Let me tell you the most important point about getting your money mind to work at full power, in high gear, and crank out a bunch of money. Now, what I mean when I say money mind, it's all the thoughts and feelings, all the attitudes, the beliefs, all the things that you entertain that are true or not so true about money and about success. In the 1940s, I can't remember exactly when, Johnny Mercer wrote a song that Bing Crosby sang, and the lyrics went something like this: you've got to eliminate the negative and accentuate the positive. Now, it's really important to understand that this is what a professional does in anything. When you eliminate the negatives, there's nothing left but the positives. You almost don't have to accentuate the positives. But what do too many people do is they leave the negatives in place and try to accentuate the positive and end up at cross purposes with themselves and end up going 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and this is not exactly progress, you see. So in terms of the states of mind that we generate in order to go out and make our fortune, sometimes that state of mind is positive and inspiring, and unless we eliminate the negatives, sometimes it's not anything like that at all. So what would some negatives be? Well, only the greedy get rich. We may have heard that at some point in time. See, unless we eliminate that negative, not going to make a whole lot of difference sometimes when you say, I can do this great thing, I can make money, I can think positive. You know, as long as that's lurking around in there, like it's not spiritual to be rich. Somehow it's a bad thing. And you know, money does things to people. Money changes people. And then, you know, you got all the relatives going to ask you for money. And then, you know, I wasn't raised to be like that and to be like those kind of people. Well, you know, if those kind of people have a lot of money and you were raised to think that maybe that's not a good thing, can you see that that is a big, huge negative that's going to probably undermine the very thing that you wish to do? So, very important. Eliminate the negatives in your money mind. That is the attitudes, the beliefs, the self-talk that you have about success and money that would tend to limit you if you don't do something about it. One of the simplest things to do about it is consider the source. Wherever you heard any of that stuff, usually a younger version of you, perhaps in even childhood or teenage years and so forth, where you heard certain of those things, where perhaps you saw something on TV and a parent or a primary caregiver endorsed this and you remember that experience to this day perhaps, about something about money and how bad money is or how hard money is, and you think I made of money, you think money grows on trees, that old standby, all that kind of stuff. I would submit this to you. The easiest, the quickest, and the simplest way to challenge those statements that perhaps at one time you used to accept as virtually like gospel, like it was carved in a tablet somewhere, is simply to consider the source. Consider the source. Who said this? Was there somebody who said this that was really, really successful? Somebody that was really, really interested in running a profitable business, somebody that understood how to make money and understood the role money plays in one's life? My guess is probably not. And it's important to realize that even though we're talking here about consider the source, and you might think of this as a negative way to look at the person that might have said this, it's important to realize that perhaps this was the best they knew at the time. And that being the case, you know what? In this day and age, you know better. And that's the end of that. So this person did the best they could at the time. You're doing something better. And what starts this in motion is a simple thing. Consider the source. And then you will eliminate a lot of negatives in your money mind. And then what's left over? Accentuate the positive. And you have a lot of positives to accentuate. You have a lot of potential, a lot of success potential that's inside of you, just waiting for you to clear the way and go out and make a bunch of money. My name is Tony Papajohn from MoneyMindWorks.com. I invite you to visit me there. I have a free 9-part video series that will empower your mind for more success and more money. My blog is yourmoneymindworks.com. I invite you to visit me there. I've got articles and all kinds of stuff, some teleseminar listings. In the meantime, should it ever occur to you that you're playing something from the past, from somebody that might not have understood really what money and about success in business was all about, consider the source. And as you consider the source, you'll free your mind to make a lot of money.